There we go, everything's working. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back. Yes. We are continuing with Quake Cocoa. Just collecting my final set of eggs for today. There we go. Everything is done. We are done with our picnicking. Yeah, I've been stocking up on eggs basically since like this morning. Like, yeah. Okay, fold everything. Okay. Wow. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 5. So 11 and 5. So 11 boxes, which is 30 apiece. So 335 eggs in total. Let's get hatching. This is going to be fun. Not really. Because there's a lot of eggs we got to go through today. Alright. There we go. But yeah, so we're going to be hatching a whole bunch of eggs today. Let me put the cord right there. There we go. That way this feels a bit less awkward when I hold my controller like this. It's like the awkward part is that I hold my controller like this when I'm playing, so that my arm is over there. But there we go. Now we are good. So now it's like the cord is right in front of me. Let's get going. There we go. Just want to save and make sure. So I connected my Joy-Cons to the Chromebook, and it turns out there is an LED behind the home button. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's been there. So pad luck, 3 iron bundles, iron jugulus, and a sandow. Wonderful. Always good when you acquire shinies. We got a little Omar. We have a small Omar acquired. Not a shiny, not a shiny small Omar, but we're gonna be. Really? I thought that was just their decorative. Okay, neat. Not happy, but okay. So yeah, we already started working on our next month's shiny compilation. We have so far acquired 2 shinies this month. Our shiny Fuecoco from yesterday, which depending is going to become our Crocodile or SKELEDIRGE. Got a shiny Iron Hands. Nice. Like, Iron Hands is great. I know a lot of people don't like Iron Hands, doesn't change that much. I like it. Shiny Iron Treads, though, love it. Because like I like how the entire thing is just chrome. Though I do say, it's literally Mr. Electric's pet elephant. It is... Is it not Mr. Electric's pet elephant? It's like, it is. It is very much Mr. Electric's pet elephant. Are we gonna get a second shiny phase today? Like, if we can get a second shiny phase while out hatching eggs, that would be wonderful. Don't think it's gonna happen, but it'd be nice if it did happen. You know, get another phase. Maybe now I should stop frequenting areas where Hariyama appears. Gonna do a living dex, down a shiny, don't want to dial it. It's not that long to actually do a shiny living dex in this game. Because, we've been shiny hunting, dedicated shiny hunting, for the last, like, 2-ish so weeks. No, more than 2, but like 3.5-ish. Oh, living naturals. We're gonna be doing that as well eventually. It's just right now we're just working on, like, this game first, and then we're gonna go to the other games. What would you need in that's in white 2? What's exclusive to white 2 that isn't in any of the other games? Interesting. Unless you want to do Masuda Hunt for everything. Unless you want to do like encounters, which understandable, I can see that. Fascinating. Egg. Fuecoco, good boy. We love the Fuecoco. Still can't believe we got a shiny female Fuecoco as our first shiny of this. Like, you are having a good day shiny hunting when the worst thing you can say about a shiny female starter is it does not have a 0-speed IV. You know that has been a wonderful shiny hunt. Which makes me think I'm probably going to have to hatch a 4th shiny Fuecoco, because I would like a Trick Room viable one, because I've been talking with a lot of the VGC big brains. Hey, Ken, how you doing? I've been on with a lot of the VGC big brains, and they said, yeah, SKELEDIRGE is absolutely amazing for, VGC. It's very, very good competitively. What's this? Oh, no. You should be resting, cat. Drink lots of water, and stay in bed. 2 more eggs. Hi, Kayla. How are you doing? How are you doing, Kayla? Starters. Trat, Unova Monkeys, Blitzel, Swaddle, and Ducklet. I could have sworn that Ducklet was one of the other games. I could have sworn like Swanna was in some of the other games, unless you're doing like exclusively encounters. Blitzel is in other games? Really? I thought those were dex navable. Funny thing, Mudkip, I don't need to hunt for a shiny Snorunt and hopefully get a female. I already have a shiny Frostlass. So beat you on that. I already have a female shiny Frostlass. Ha. This is going to be our 27. Yeah, you can do Masuda breed. Yeah, I'd say Masuda breed for them. Cause I'm expecting the starters for Unova are gonna be coming back at this game. Like, the monkeys aren't in any other games? I could have sworn the monkeys were in other games. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't need to do this. Yeah, what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be releasing as we go. Yeah. I also already have a shiny Salazzle. So, yeah. I mean, the other thing is, like, if I want, I can just go back to shiny hunting for Vespiquen in Dynamax Adventures. So, like, that's the ultimate plan. Is if I get fed up with shiny hunting for, like, Combee here, I can just go hunt Vespiquen via Dynamax Adventures. Because the funny thing is, I didn't even get the Frostlass and I didn't even get the Salazzle by, like, deliberately hunting for them. I was just doing Dynamax Adventures. This was during the time I was hunting for shiny Kartana. And along the way, because, you know, obviously you want to use a fire type to absolutely toasterize Kartana, I was like, okay, well, this has a Salazzle right there. I'll go grab the Salazzle. It'll blow through it like it's nothing. And the Salazzle turned out to be shiny in the end. Pretty much like similar story with the Frostlass, where I just need a good special attacker, and that'll just cut right through Kartana like it's butter. Which does, because Kartana has, like, negative special defense. It's 31 base. It's nothing. Can you get some? I have a feeling they're going to be bringing the Unovan starters back. Howdy gamers, Griddly Ho, why for no reason other than stupid lucky the game. Really, is it Minecraft? Is this Minecraft, Mr. Roost? I mean, that's what replay for. Don't you get them in? No, you don't get the transfer then. I was too dumb to save the game and transfer one. For one. Well, the thing is, you would need to restart the entire game. Because I believe you need to save before you do anything like trading, so you'd have to basically replay the entire file. Really, you don't get them many other ways. Interesting. Curious. I thought you could have. I mean, I'm expecting they're going to be coming back in the DLC for Scarlet Violet. I just expect that. But welcome in, everyone. Please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. But yeah, I mean, I'm anticipating all the starters. I mean, eventually all of them are going to be coming in. Because, like, we know Greninja is going to be coming in because we know that they modified Battle Bond. I'm pretty sure you can only find, like, Relore in the desert. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure the desert is the only place you can find a Relore. I've not hunted it yet. Yeah, the Johto starters aren't the only... But yeah, but also remember, Legends had a Johto starter, and we also know that they modified Battle Bond. So I am... No, you can get those in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Delphox, Chestnut, and I think you can get them in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Cause not Dex Nav, Island Scan. That's what it is. You can get them by Island Scan. Rock, rock. Speaking of Alola, the doggo, the good doggo. I'm so glad that shiny hunting Rockruff is the shiny hunting a Dusk Lycanroc. I have a plan for that. I have a plan for shiny hunting Dusk form Lycanroc. And it's gonna be brilliant. So stay tuned for that. Oh yeah, Pokemon Go, you can just transfer them in from Go. That's a smart play. That's a smart play. Get her away. But Coco's so happy. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We are very close to finish. This is going to be an extra long installment of the Fuecoco Shiny Hunt, because we do have a lot of boxes. Nope, that is not it, Cherry. That is not the way that I have. And it is actually far faster than that. But yeah, that is not the plan that I have. This is the plan I've had cooking for a while. This is a plan I've had cooking for a while. You know, here's the good thing about, like, saving before I hatch any of my eggs, and, like, because right before I start the stream, I actually always save, so all these eggs are saved. Even if I pull a Brandon and accidentally release my shiny starter, I can just turn the game off, and my eggs will still be here. No, the plan is, it involves the way in which Lycanroc is programmed. Because the way that they program the Lycanroc forms is actually very interesting, and it's for the same reason why, if you get an Own Tempo Rockruff, it's listed as question mark Dex entry. I'm not going to say what it is, because if you know what it is, you know what it is. But there's a reason why it's listed as question mark. Yeah, see, I'm not Jake. I don't do Jakey things. Wait. I am up to now 32. Because I didn't know this. Yes, I am Cherry. Also, could someone please go grab Cherry's link, please? Thank you very much. You've just learned this, Cherry? You just discovered this is the case? This is going very well, Determination. Very well. Electric Gym was... Yeah, Iono's gym, I feel, is probably the most punishing gym in the entire game. It's so genius. I love it. But also, again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. And thank you guys all for coming in here. There's 16 of you wonderful guys here right now. Thank y'all for coming in. Hello, Evelyn Taylor. How you doing? I'm always happy to help, Sherlock. I'm always happy to help. Gen 1, Gen bad. Nope. See, I don't need to turn around Mudkip, but that's one of the benefits of the face cam. I can see what's behind me. Also, I have like a very reflective poster thing in front of me so I can see behind me. Yeah, Jakey, I mean, Jakey doesn't hack. Jakey just browbeats the game into doing Jakey things. Gen 1, yep. Not a big fan. Gen 1 is a game that I've yet to, like, fully play, but I don't think I would ever really enjoy Gen 1 because it doesn't really work correctly. I wish before college was to hate tournament. Yeah, college was not... College was something that I have not much positive to say about. Wait. I forgot to pick up another batch of eggs. I forgot to pick up another batch of eggs because I'm used to doing the other way. Jakey's a funny guy. We like Jakey. We like Jakey. Yeah, right, this is just where you go for the cave, and then there's nothing here. Yeah. They really should have done something to make those caves go away. They really needed to have done something to make those caves go away. Because, like, I get why they have them there, but, like, they needed to make them go away. They really needed to make those caves go the freak away. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the desert is the only place you find Relore. And again, guys, thank you guys for coming out today. It's always a pleasure to see you. Ooh, low sweep. That's going to be useful. It's going to be very useful to me. No, Mudkip. No. Trust me, if I had that kind of money going around, I wouldn't need to get games not the day of. There's a reason I don't have them. Can't type fast now. Yay, typing fast is good. Speed typing. Bum, bum. This is going to be our 37 batch on this one. White. We love White Coco. I'm only smart when it comes to Pokemon competitive tactics. That is it. Everything else, smooth brain moment. Everything else is smooth brain moment. Fuecoco is indeed adorable. We love the little Fue. Like, there's a reason I saw Fuecoco and I'm like, this is my starter. This is perfection right here. The best. The best Pepper Croco. We love it. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so. Leave a like for Fuecoco. Leave a like for Fuecoco. But yeah, if you guys want, like, the extra Trick Room Fuecoco, I can save some of them. Because these are all 0 speed IV Fuecoco, because I did specifically breed with the Power Anklet. Or Power Weight, I forget I think the Power Anklet. Specifically to make sure all of these eggs have a 0 speed IV specifically for Trick Room. Because that's the best part about breeding for 0 IVs. Is, even if you want to get a perfect IV, when you can just give it a bottle cap. And you can make it, you can make the IV go up, you cannot make it go down. No, there's still a couple of others. There are still several others. But I am debating on swapping out the Gastrodon on the lineup, because, like, Gastrodon is one that I am thinking of using. But the main issue with Gastrodon is it no longer has a wealth of targets. Like, one of the big things that Gastrodon was just absolutely amazing for was how many water-type attackers there were and how many things were just using Scald. Problem is, Scald doesn't exist anymore. Well, I mean, it does. But only Volcanion gets it. Volcanion is not legal for VGC. And physical water types, there are not as many of those. I mean, yes, Gyarados is very good. And there's a few others. But not nearly to the same caliber as, like, the special water. Because you would have a special water type. You would just have things teched with Scald for no reason other than Scald Burns. That's it. You would just have Scald Burns. And, well, no Scald means no Scald Burns. And no Scald Burns also means, well, less things for Gastrodon to absorb. It goes back to VGC Exhaustion. I mean, at that point, I feel like Fire types would just be better. Like, I think that at that point, like, just Fire types would be far better. Because I think SKELEDIRGE is probably going to be one of the best ways of handling it. I mean, it depends on the ability for it to chunk. It depends on, like, butt crunch and everything like that. Yes, Scald is not learnable anymore by things. Yeah, right, because Shedinja can only have 1 H because it's programmed independently. The thing is, even if Shuckle got Body Press, it wouldn't help it, Alpha. Even if it got Body Press, it wouldn't do anything. Because, like, there are a number of things that get Body Press. And most users of Body Press, they use it by setting up defensive buffs. They don't just have a single massive defensive stat. I mean, the only reason why Zamazenta is going to be, like, terrifying as a Body Press user is specifically because it gets stab on it. Other Body Press users just don't have that same sheer defense. They don't have that sheer defense and stab. And Shuckle just does not do much with it. To give it Toxic, Stealth Rock, Protect, Recover. It doesn't get Toxic anymore. Nothing gets Toxic anymore. Because Toxic is no longer a TM, and I am so glad. I mean, like, the removal of Scald is a lot like my feelings on the removal of Toxic. I'm glad it is gone. Alright, see, that would be interesting. But, I mean, the main issue that Orthworm has is it's so specially frail. But I feel like Body Press Orthworm could have some interesting tech. Bye-bye, cat. But yeah, I mean, most of the Body Press users you would see were, like, either setup attack or their way of dealing with steel types. So, like, Ferrothorn would have it to beat other steel types. Corviknight would have it to beat other steel types. It would set up things like Iron Defense, and then it would go for Body Press. But nothing is good to go like that with body press. Even if you have an absolutely absurd physical defense, you're not going to do all that much damage with it, especially with no stab. You need to set up buffs. Is there a way to get Regigiga's special ability? Yes, actually. Skill swap, neutralizing gas, or gastro acid. There are a couple of ways of actually getting around the ability. The best one is skill swap. The best one is skill swap. Here comes my willow wisp bolty face. Like, the funny thing is, Shedinja wouldn't even be a threat. Because so long as sand weather exists, it's a joke. Moldbreaker uses also obsolete its entire existence. There are multiple ways of getting around Shedinja's Wonder Guard. Like, Shedinja is to this, like, caliber of, like, mythic meme where it really is nowhere near the... It's like the Shuckle meme. It is nowhere near being as strong as people, like, say it is. Because if you have weather, it's dead. If you have entry hazards, it's dead. If you have status of any kind, it's dead. If you have Mold Breaker, it's dead. There are so many ways around Shedinja. What to do? And, like, even if it went for Terrastalize into Electric with Air Balloon, Tyranitar Sand, or just anything with Mold Breaker. You know, there's so many ways around it. Yep, Mold Breaker bypasses Sturdy. Yep, Mold Breaker does bypass Sturdy. Yeah, it wouldn't... I mean, also, like, I mean, Terravolt and Turbo Blaze also ignore abilities, but, I mean, those are legendary exclusive clones. Those are legendary exclusive clones of Mold Breaker, so it kind of is the same argument with them. But yeah, Shedinja would offer no threat. Shedinja would offer absolutely zero threat. I mean, just being immortal, Spirit Tomb, not really. You know, Spirit Tomb, for its lack of a weakness before Fairy type, its stats are garbage. Yes, Air Balloon lasts one hit. Air Balloon pops if you are hit at all. But it doesn't block a hit from happening. Well, I mean, the reason why is just it has... Even if Wonder Guard was on any other typing, there are still other ways of bypassing Wonder Guard. It doesn't protect it against status moves. And sure, you could give it, like, okay, Wonder Guard, Shedinja, Terra, Electric with Air Balloon. Okay, it's immune to ground. Alright. Mold Breaker. Weather. Any form of entry hazard, any form of status. I mean, spikes wouldn't affect it because of that. But, like, again, Stealth Rocks. Steel Surge, but Steel Surge doesn't this anymore. Weather. Tyranitar Sand would kill it. Mold Breaker bypasses it. Gravity. There's a number of ways. Why was afraid of Palafin, the bulky water absorbing here, yes, Don. Was the way you can use Trick Room and Wonder Guard, the way that breaks the game. I don't think there was any way of doing that. You might have been thinking of Ally Switch, and even then that was just basically screwing with people to make them get angry and make dumb decisions. There really wasn't any way of using Wonder Guard and Trick Room. Yeah, like, Goldengo is the thing to be worried about more. Palafin is nothing. Palafin is absolutely nothing. But yeah, like, Shedinja is, like... A lot of the memes that, like, are about Shedinja are made by people who play a lot more competitive, and they know the limitations of Shedinja, but they're memes, like, to play up to that. Again, Mold Breaker. Mold Breaker would still allow it to hit that. Mold Breaker ignores Wonder Guard, thus letting it hit the Shed Tail, thus letting it eventually get to the Shedinja. Which would also be problematic for it. The other thing is that if you see a Sylazar and you see a Shedinja on the same team, you already know it's going to go Shed Tail. You already know exactly what it's going to do. I'm pretty sure Shedtail Sub does not block weather, which means, you know, Tyranitar's sand would kill it. I mean, there's multiple ways of getting around anything that Shedinja could do. Oh, Shedinja's great. Like, one of the things about Shedinja that is great is that it basically jokes the box art restricted legendaries. Remember, someone made a Destiny Bond team that only required them to knock out the opponent's first Pokemon by another way. Like, I mean, like, Shedinja is good. One of the great things about it is it jokes any of the box art restricteds. But largely comes down to when you get to the restricted legendary formats, you know, you get things like Groudon, you get things like Kyogre, you get things like Zacian, you get things, you know, like Eternatus. Nothing at that level really carries moves Shedinja's weak to, because those typings just do not match up well against those box art restricteds. That's why Shedinja is able to come in and just utterly dumpster them. That's why it was, I think it was like Worlds. One of the teams was running a Shedinja, and it was a Goggles Shedinja. Because at that level, you actually don't need to have Focus Sash on Shedinja, because nothing carries a move its weakness. You have the Goggles, which give it immunity from the hail that Calyrex Ice has. So it's basically invincible. Like, that's the reason, like, that's why I love Shedinja. Because when you have something like that, yeah, it just jokes the legendaries. But you put it in a regular metagame like this, Tyranitar Sand absolutely destroys it. Because at that point, okay, well, you need to carry weather on your team, you need to carry, like, you basically need to dedicate around half of your team to preserving a Shedinja, at which point the enemy team will see it coming a mile away. And because all of your plays are going to be extremely predictable, Shedinja isn't going to be able to do anything. I mean, I like its design. Like, Shedinja's got a great design. It's very fun to use. But a lot of its reputation is, like, wrapped up in memes that does get a bit overinflated. But, I mean, that also is a bit of a thing with people kind of misunderstanding that those are memes. They're tongue-in-cheek jokes, really. Oh, really? What was it? What was it, Foxy Cat? What did you get lucky about? Also, again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. It's free and helps support the channel. Yeah, the likes are very, very important for helping get the stream out to more and more people. Helps more new people come here, which helps, you know, me make more content for stuff and things. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Goldengo and using Goldengo in VGC. I don't know what I'm actually gonna do with it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to using a Goldengo. It's a fun move kit. When a shiny raid den, didn't notice until it was almost over. Nice! I had one of those myself. I got a shiny Oinkologne. I didn't even notice until it was done, because, like, wait, do I have one of these in my dex entry yet? So I was like, okay, I'll just catch it just in case I need one for the dex. And I did not have one yet. And I got a shiny. That was a good day. That was a very good day. But, I mean, I don't really care much for Oink Thing. I mean, I just call it Oink Thing, because I don't remember. I think its name is, like, Oinkologne, but I don't remember exactly how to say it. And I'm not looking forward to fighting technical mouse with violence of VGC. Wide lens does not affect the number of chances that multi-hit moves hit. Yeah, it does not really affect, it doesn't affect that. You probably think of loaded dice, but the main issue with mouse hold is it doesn't it doesn't get super effectiveness on anything. And also all of mouse hold stats other than like speed are absolutely garbage. So like you hit that thing with priority, it's dead. Oh. So there are frigibacks in caves. I did not know that. I didn't. Good to know. Bombardier is one of my favorite skilled Pokemon, especially his hidden ability. Well, what is Bombardier's hidden ability? What does Bombardier have for a hidden ability? So all I knew was like boulder thingy, where it just like drops rocks on things. I didn't know if it got anything else. curious. I'm now very, very curious. I'm now very curious about what it has. So what does it get for it? Let me see what the hidden ability is. Rocky Payload gives death. Oh, that's a hidden ability? I thought that was just like its standard ability. I thought that was its standard ability, because I'm pretty sure that's the one that it had when I fought it. Unless, like, the one there... Unless the one I encountered did have the hidden ability. Weird. I could have sworn that it didn't have that. But yeah, like, I like that ability. Like that. Like, that's a very fun ability. I love those sorts of things where it just gives functional stab. Like, that's why I love Steelworker on Delmise. I mean, granted, Delmise isn't great, but I love the idea of it. You know, yeah, it has this ability that lets it deal functionally stab steel. Though, I mean, like, granted, I mean, the issue that Delmise has is that steel is not a great offensive typing. And had it been, like, steel and then it got, like, ghost stab because its ability... that would be different. But, I mean, like, Delmise is an interesting thing. Delmise is an interesting thing. Honestly, it actually is a lot better to just release as I go. To just gradually release as I'm doing this. Oh, yeah, right, because Rocky Payload is not technically stab. So that means it would actually do 2.25 times normal damage, rather than just simply doubling it. So it actually would be more powerful. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty smart. So then, you know, then you're super effective against, you know, all those grass types, super effective against those fighting types. That's a pretty good, that's pretty smart. That's pretty clever. But I don't remember what Bombardier's base stat line is, though. I don't remember what its stats are. But yeah, Bombardier is one that I was thinking about for a while, but eventually I will figure out another plan. Ignition Mousehold. Interesting. Yeah, Mousehold is going to be interesting, but I don't think Mousehold is going to be that big of a threat. Main reason is its stats are non-existent. You know, everything other than basically speed are not great. And so saith the Voltorb philosophy. Speed is debatably the most important stat in all of Pokemon, but you can't simply have good speed and be good. You know, again, Voltorb principle. The Voltorb principle, Ninjask, another good example, but I mean, Ninjask has other things that make it vaguely viable. You know, there is the whole thing of it having Baton Pass, which does help it. But even then, it's still incredibly fair because you know it's Baton Passing and Sound moves bypass sub. And there's a lot of really good sound-based moves these days. There's a lot of really good sound-based moves. Jump. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things, is that soundproof blocks sound moves, and you don't really realize what moves it's on. That's one of the reasons I love Bulletproof as an ability. It's like, yeah, you don't realize what moves are actually blocked by it. Seed Bomb is blocked. I'm pretty sure it blocks Energy Ball, blocks Aura Sphere, blocks Focus Blast. Not really. Sylveon is not that great with it. Because you gotta remember, Sylveon's base special attack is only 95. And also it's very slow. You know, and it only gives it a 30% boost in power, and yes, it follows up with, you know, stab boost. But it's still only coming off a 95 base special attack, which isn't great. You know, that, for reference, 95 is what Type No was what Sylveon's got. Yeah, that 95 is the same as what Sylveon's got. Not the greatest of stats. Pretty sure its special attack was 95. So I'm pretty sure it was 110 was its special defense. Or was that... Really? I'm Pretty sure that its highest stats were HP and then was special defense. Was one of them. Okay, oh really? It is special. Okay. Okay. Okay, I was wrong. I had that flipped around. HP is that. Okay. Right, because it is just a pink version. It's a pink Vaporeon, that's why. I forgot that it was just a pink Vaporeon. That they switched the HP and they switched the special defense for them. That's why. Okay. Even then, it's still freaking slow. So it is going to get outpaced by basically everything. 30% and then... That is not how the stab works. It is not cumulative. It's multiplicative. So it is 1.5 times 1.3 times the base. Also, it's no longer 30%. It's only 20% now. It's only a 20% increase these days. They nerfed Pixelate, Aerialate, and Pixelate, Refrigerate, Aerialate, and well, Galvanize was added in Gen 7, so it wasn't nerfed. It was added in then. But yeah, they made it now only to 20 boost, which is actually very noticeable. Bombardier is HP, defense, 85, defense. Those are not bad stats for Bombardier. Those are some interesting stats. But yeah, it is only a 20% boost, and then the stab for Pixelate, they were nerfed in Gen 7, thankfully. And it did take a big chunk out of that. I mean, but there's also other better users of sound moves. And also it uses, like, Calm Mind setup, but even, like, that's Calm Mind setup. If you want, like, a more immediate attacker... Like, the thing that Sylveon has going for it when it comes to doubles is that they use either Calm Mind and or Throat Spray. You know, it's multiple boosting mechanisms go into it. On its own, it's a potato. On its own, it is an absolute potato. If I get 5 shinies, the extra shiny will go into the giveaway. I need to get a 4th shiny for Fuecoco for competitive purposes. But yeah, all the spares, they go into a giveaway thing. Throat Spray boosts your special attack 1 stage when you use a sound move. Yeah, that is what Throat Spray is. It's an interesting item. Though a lot of the time you're using it on something like, what's its face? What's the name of the thing? Toxtricity, that's the name of it. Yeah, a lot of the time you'll see that used on Toxtricity because, like, Overdrive, Boom Burst. It's terrifyingly effective with that. Like, there were times where Sylveon was good in competitive. But a lot of those kind of get taken down because a lot of it needs to be, like, there need to be targets for it. Also, okay, that's why I see you were harping on Sylveon so much the favoritism. Okay. Now, that is the necessary context. That was the necessary context. Like, Glaceon is looking very interesting for competitive this season. Because I back calculate. I mean, you gotta remember, people are using Sylveon because they like it. You gotta remember, people are using their favorite toys. People are using their favorite toys. That's an important thing to remember, especially for something like this. Most people use their favorites. Not everyone goes into what is meta. Because you'll see that as you get into the higher and higher ranks, that favoritism kind of drops off a cliff. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the good things about a new metagame starting, is everyone wants to test out their favorites. And not always people will use their favorites over what is a solid play. I'm not saying that your favorites are bad. Honestly, a lot of my favorites are also quite good plays. But there is that little edge that you get where if people are going... I mean, it's especially good for, like, favorites that are not great. You know, like, a good example of this is, like, you know, Gengar. Gengar is terrible in doubles. Lucario, terrible in doubles, but people will use a lot of them. Gardevoir, not good in doubles. Those are things that people will be using a lot of, and they're very easy to beat. by, like, the much more meta-competent teams. And that's generally one of the reasons why, like, at the start of the season, I go hard. I go very aggressive at the start of a season, knock out as many of those as possible, and just ladder my way up to the top very, very quickly. Because as time goes on and you get towards the end of the season, then it gets harder to win, because more and more people are starting to use what is good. You're like, it's a gradual curve of the more time goes on, the more the favorites drop off, and the more people start bringing in the more meta things. So you strike when the iron is hot when the favorites are being used, rack up wins that way. And that is my plan. I'm trying, you know, do with a lot of wins for this season, but it's going to be a bit harder because I am a lot behind the curve on everything. Garganacl is fun, is what it is. Garganacl is fun. Oh, this is going to be 62. I mean, my favorite thing about Garganacl has got to be the fact that it automatically has a resistance to Ghost. That's my favorite part. Because, like, you've got this thing that's extremely bulky, has very good special defense, and it doesn't fear Ghost types. It's like, yes, you can make the thing like Terra Psychic, and then it actually has, like, only one weakness. Or Terra Ghost, and it's only got one weakness. I mean, well, not one weakness, yep. Yeah, no, they have two weaknesses for Psychic. One weakness functionally for Ghost. But then it's got, you know, it's weak to Dark Emblem. You know, it's got a Hammer Armor Body Press. Terrifying. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so. I forgot to go grab my next thing of things. Not so much Terra Flying. The reason why is that you want to be using that benefit from... You want to be using the benefit from getting the other typing. The other thing is that if you go into, like, Terra Ghost, well, now you're no longer weak to fighting types, so you can use that to get the jump on a fighting type. You can actually beat fighting types if you go into Psychic. And Psychic has very few weaknesses. I mean, Psychic's weaknesses are Bug, Dark, and Ghost. Well, Ghost, we've already done, is no longer a weakness. And it gets Body Press against Hammer Arm, which is good against Dark. And Bug is weak to Rock. So it can very easily deal with its weaknesses. I'd say only if you want to do that, Chad. It's a long process of doing a shiny dex. But, I mean, only if you want, I would say. But again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Very much help to support the channel and everything we do around here. Egg. I'm not expecting us to get our shiny today. We've been having such great luck with our Masuda eggs that getting another shiny today, considering we have gotten our first two of them ridiculously under odds, I don't think we're going to be seeing a third shiny anytime soon. Take longer because Midito is same language. I was like, wait, was that like? Oh no, that's because of the shiny thing. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Jared. Yeah, I don't... You know what, your odds are... Yeah, those will be longer odds. I would advise against doing a Living Shiny Dex, I will be honest. Unless you have access to, like, a Masuda Ditto, I would say do not go for it. It will take a very long time. Like, we've been going through this quite quickly because we have been getting very lucky. But also, we do have a Masuda Ditto, so our odds are maximized. Without that, that would be very difficult. That would be very difficult to do without a Masuda Ditto. SKELEDIRGE. Give me my fire Croco. I have 2 more eggs here. And then this will go up to 67. So next to find that spot. I have not actually gone looking for that yet, Jared. I will be honest, most of my in-game playing of this has just been collecting more eggs. Because what I honestly do is if I'm editing, I'm scripting, I'm doing like anything off stream, I just have my, like, I'm just like this. I have my controller just in front of me, and I just occasionally press A while waiting for egg to come in. Have a timer set every 30 minutes when my sandwich goes off, okay, go make a new sandwich and move on to the next thing. And I just keep doing that. That's how I got this menu. Hatching eggs. Ditto trade code. Thing is, those Ditto trade codes, those are generally hacked Dittos. You know, those are generally hacked or genned Dittos, which, you know, I mean, unless, I mean, I have someone who I know he plays these games in another language, which is where I get these from. I get my Ditto from a guy who I know plays in the other language, specifically for the reason of he is a Shiny Hunter. He goes out of his way to basically get these for the rest of his Shiny Hunter friends. But, like, the ones online, you never really can trust if those are not genned or not. Those are genned or not. Yeah, but they also are genned. You gotta remember that, monster. They are genned. Which... yeah. We've been over my feelings on gen stuff many times. Wait, I'm getting eggs for 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, I generally get mine for like a couple hours. I generally go for mine for maybe like 5, 6, 7 hours, and I let mine go, and then I go for this. Because I've noticed with the sandwich I use, I get around... enough Pokemon. Tap name. It's easy to tell. Especially if someone is, like, giving away en masse, you know, perfect IV Dittos that are Masuda in another language. Those are generally a red flag for gen. Though, especially if they're shiny ones. Because, like, it's generally shiny ones and, like, based on the trainer OT. And it's very easy to tell. Yeah, I only use Egg Power 2 as well for collecting mine. I only use Egg Power 2 for collecting mine. I generally get about a box and a half from a single sandwich. So I have 11 boxes. So what I do is I just have this thing sitting open and I just go through the eggs gradually. I just keep collecting them. There's 11 areas here that only spawn Pokemon to make this review. Original trainer. OT is original trainer. Yeah. Yeah, generally the best policy to do is just wait. Though you do want to periodically collect the eggs from the basket. I generally do it every 5-10 minutes. Because in my experience, it caps out at about 10 eggs. And then, like, it won't hold anymore. And if you're basically waiting for half an hour, in that whole half hour, you can get around 50 to 57 eggs in a single sitting. And if you only collect 10 per sitting, like, that's going to drastically slow stuff down. So I generally, every, like, 5 minutes, just go collect them. Hey, always more, how are you doing? How you doing, Derek? Someone please grab Derek's link. How do I know if a shiny is hacked without the name? I mean, my policy is if someone is trading a shiny on, like, surprise trade, I generally assume it is hacked, because why would they be trading away a shiny? You know, it's one of those things where this person's just random trading a shiny. I know it could not. I know there's the potential it could be legit, but also why would someone trade away a legitimate shiny? You know, it's that little bit of skepticism where why would someone be trading away a shiny? The only time I could ever see that is, like, they trade a shiny for something that they really want to get. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, GTS shinies, like, they're definitely hacked. Like, there is... okay, they're not definitely hacked. There are definitely legitimate shinies that do get traded on the GTS, especially ones that come from Pokemon Go. Because I'll be honest, I have no idea what to do with my shinies from Pokemon Go. So, I mean, I probably would trade them away, so there is that. But on the GTS, there also is a mark on it that says, like, this thing is from the GTS. That this thing is from Go. And if it doesn't have that, that's a little... like, if it's from Go, it'll have that little marker. And if it has that little marker, okay, then that makes sense. Because, you know, you get shinies like crazy in Go. And a lot of them have, like, events where they boosted them. So, like, shinies from Go being traded in the GTS, those make sense. because people just have a lot of them and they probably want to get rid of them. I mean, I know I want to get rid of mine. So those are more believable. But if it's like, you know, random thing from in-game, that's a little bit suspicious. One's on YouTube the other day, found a person trading a Pokemon the sword, shield, and yeah, basically if they don't have perfect IVs, that is a bit more reasonable for not being genned. But if it's like perfect stats, that's probably genned. Because like genning, I mean, well, the other thing is that in this game, they are getting more clever with genning though. Well, not genning, like they're getting more clever with hacking stuff in. Which again, one of the reasons why I generally go to that. I mean, even if the chance of like getting a hacked thing on like the GTS is like 0.10001%, I always tend to play it safe. I mean, I play it safe to a fault. I play it safe to a fault. And a lot of that is because I don't want a ban wave to come around, and my Switch gets bricked because I traded on the GTS. You know, I just don't want that to happen. Because if your Switch basically gets bricked in a ban wave, even if you go to Nintendo, like, they will not undo it. Like, if your Switch gets bricked, there is nothing that can be done to undo it. Still doing ban waves for Sword and Shield. I mean, they're probably still doing them for both. They're probably going to be doing some for Sword and Shield for a while. But probably less. But even then, like, still a chance. And one of the reasons I don't do hacking stuff is I mean, also just I don't believe in genning. I believe that it is wrong to do stuff like that, so I avoid it like the plague. Swallow Drakey. Sword and Shield. Figure out what all these. I mean, generally, if the original trainer is like a link, like it's something like, say, like something like Discord something or something.com, that's generally going to be hacked, and that's going to be hacked. And generally, if you check the IVs and the IVs are all perfect, that's generally going to be hacked. None of them, Alpha. The answer is none of them. White. Yes, my answer is none. Like, Glaceon's the only one that I kind of like, and that's mostly because it's the only one of the Eevee family that is not just a discount version of a pre-existing Pokemon. And I have a respect for Umbreon. Because, like, it has helped me in previous events. But other than that, like, I just do not care for them. I mean, it's more of like just generalized apathy from the way they get thrown at everything, and I just kind of get sick of them. It's just like, I'm sick of seeing this thing. I get it, they exist. Let's go to the other, like, 1,000 Pokemon that exist in the series. The hyperfixation I just don't think is very healthy. Well, the thing is, that's kind of why I like that's all Umbreon is just a brick wall. It is just a brick wall, and nothing else. It's the reason why it is one of the best things to use for competitive, is like, it brick walls everything. It is literally a walking brick wall. You can hit it with fighting moves, and unless you're using, like, close combat from Banned, from, like, super invested, it can kind of shrug that off. Like, it's terrifying how bulky that thing is. This should be my last egg of the thing. Alright, that's going to be 7. I think that this should be the last one of the setups. This should be the last one of the set. Flamigo. We already got your shiny Flamigo. Your spot on the sun is no longer present. Go away. Go. 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 Yes, that's the last of our Fuecoco. That is the last of the Fuecoco. Go away, Flamigo. I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a shiny from this session of eggs. Because I do have over 300 eggs to hatch tonight. But I'm not sure that we're gonna get a shiny from it. We've been having way too good of luck. You know, our first shiny was at under half odds. And our second shiny was like under what, a quarter odds. It was ridiculous. So we've been having just amazing. Then we got the Hariyama yesterday as well. So it's like, I don't really... Those reactions are all going to go up. I still need to hammer down a day for the shiny compilation to go out, though. Because, like, we have the compilation from the first month of playing where we got 47 shinies in a single month. And I'm hoping to, at bare minimum, get that number up to 60. For this month. From December to January, I want to get at least 60 shinies. Yes, I got 2 shinies faster than Fuecoco, and one of those shinies was a female shiny Fuecoco. Under odds, by the way. Under odds. Like, I'm kind of glad that Ho-Oh is 5 times over odds at this point, because it's becoming a joke in and of itself at this point. Like, it has become its own meme for right now. Like, that thing wants to break Gage's Rayquaza record. That thing wants to break Gage's record, then it will sparkle. Like, it is going to shine. I am predicting that Ho-Oh is going to shine on 513. Because Gage got his Rayquaza on 512. What's the Gyarados record? What do you mean? Yes, the Gyarados was recorded. Pretty much whenever I'm doing raids, like pretty much whenever I'm playing on my off time, unless I'm just gathering eggs, I have the replay buffer on in the background. Yeah, I have the replay buffer on the thing. What's the Gyarados? You mean Gage Perez's Rayquaza? That was Gage Perez. That was his Rayquaza hunt that he did. Yeah, he was at like 512 Dynamax Adventures for that thing. And then he got a shiny. And Ho-Oh wants to beat that. Ho-Oh wants to beat that record. Yes, Ho-Oh was my longest hunt by a long margin. Like, even my most pessimistic calculations for... Kartana, which go into low to mid 400s. Ho-Oh has shattered that. By a minimum that Ho has beaten that thing by is 50. A minimum of 50. A maximum over 100. Like, because I think I'm... Wow, freaking 4 female Fuecoco all in a row. But yeah, like, the Kartana, for those who don't know about that, that was a hunt that I did off stream. It was, I needed to get prepared for a competitive event, and I needed a Kartana on my team, but I really wanted to get the shiny Kartana, and I did not want to need to replay the entirety of the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra just to get access to the Kartana Dynamax Adventure Dens. So, like, I'm just gonna hunt this thing in, like, 3 days. And I got that thing in 4 days. But in those 4 days, I did nearly 400 Dynamax Adventures, higher or lower. And I just took solo animations off. And I got my shiny Kartana from that. And Ho-Oh has trashed that thing's record. Oh, what is it? What is it, Jim? Hidden ability will evolve it. Yeah, whenever something has a hidden ability, it will evolve into the thing with the hidden ability. The only exception to this, the only exception to a Pokemon having a hidden ability, and then it evolving into a Pokemon that does not have a hidden ability, is Flygon. The reason being, Trapinch has a hidden ability, but Flygon and Vibrava do not have hidden abilities. They only have Levitate. So, it loses its hidden ability. It is the only Pokemon that does it. Interesting. I mean, that means that you just got a regular full odds Pawmi shiny. Because Sparkle Power would not affect the Pawmi at all. Honestly, if Flygon lost Levitate, it would get worse. Like, them keeping it with Levitate helped it a lot. Like, that immunity is insanely crucial. Like, unless they gave it some absolutely bonkers ability, there is no way that anything other than, like, unless they got, like, huge power, there is no way any ability change off of Levitate would be an improvement. Like, Levitate is just too good of an ability. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Welcome in, Alan. Hope you're doing well. I mean, I also think it's crazy that we've hunted for Shiny Ho-Oh, gone 5 times on Dynamax Adventures, and I got 2 Shiny Fuecoco in less eggs than it takes to reach odds for a single one, and one of those was a female Shiny Fuecoco. I mean, yeah, Fuecoco. Yes, Ho-Oh. I don't think Mega Garchomp with huge power would be too terrifying, because the main thing is that Garchomp lost speed, which is a big problem for it. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already. It very much helps the channel, keeps everything here rocking and rolling. More eggs. Yep. Uh-oh. I look forward to smiting that bird and getting rid of it. Like, I mean, I look forward to ending that hunt eventually. Shoo-Choo skills. Are you up to like 1,000 Shoo-Choo DAs yet? What's the speed mix? I wouldn't quite say that. I wouldn't quite say the loss of speed makes Flygon able to beat it, because I don't think Flygon will be able to get through its bulk. I don't think that even with the speed drop, Flygon would have the offensive power to go through Garchomp. Because the main thing is that Garchomp still does have, like, very respectable defenses. And Flygon really does not have a very good offense. You know, like, the main issue that Flygon has is its 100 base physical attack stat. You know, that is a bit kneecapping. Fuecoco, huh? I was like still on the blue duck myself. The blue duck. But I also did side hunt. Yeah. That's one thing that we've sort of been doing and like trying to do is sort of break up stuff. Defense. Yep. Again, like Mega Garchomp. I mean, the philosophy for Mega Garchomp was, okay, Mega Garchomp can tank a hit. You know, the idea is basically, what is better? The ability to outspeed something and not need to get hit, or being able to bulk a hit. The thing is, as Garchomp itself has proven, it is far better to be able to outspeed and kill something than it is to have the bulk to take a hit. Which is the reason why Mega Garchomp is bad. Because, like, it loses those critical knockouts that it got beforehand. Shoot Chomp. Garchomp, you bad. Mega Garchomp is just not good. I mean, there's a couple of reasons why Mega Garchomp was a big downgrade. The big one was the speed loss. The other one was the loss of Rough Skin, which is an amazing ability. You've probably been asked this, but not at all. I don't like Cinderace. It is one of my least favorite Pokemon from Galar. I am only excited at the opportunity to pummel its face into oblivion. Really? Any reason for that? Really? I mean, I know a lot of people like Cinderace. I mean, like Cinderace kind of falls into the same category as the Eevee family for me. I just kind of get sick of seeing it everywhere. I just kind of get sick of seeing it everywhere. Exactly. Silly rabbit. Battles are for good Pokemon. What is Mega Garchomp? It's bad is what it is. It's bad is what it is, and no longer exists. Thankfully. But again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like if you guys have not done so. Oh, ready? I want it because I haven't had it. Interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what the options to battle it with are going to be. Because the problem is that it learns Gunk. Like, based on the moveset that they gave Charizard with, you know, its ridiculous coverage options, I am anticipating they're going to go the similar route with Cinderace, where they're going to give it, like, Acrobatics. They're going to give it Gunk Shot. They're going to give, like, Gunk Shot. They're going to give it Acrobatics. They're going to give it, you know, like, Pyro Ball, obviously. They're probably going to give it, like, a fighting move, like maybe Close Combat or something. Let's fight it. Pokemon. Cinderace versus Swampert. Garchomp defeated the Swampert. But Cinderace with Weekend. I have a jump kick. Yeah, but did the rough skin take you down? Did you use did the rough skin take you down? Or did you miss the high jump kick? Oh, right, it outspeeds Garchomp because it has like 113 something speed. If someone finds a new build. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, is like the initial fight is the tricky part. Is depending on what the moves it is that will dictate what it is. Like, I'm expecting it's gonna have Gunk Shot. Like, I'm expecting Gunk Shot from the thing. So you Gunk Shot, Fire type stab, likely Pyro Ball. You get Gunk Shot, likely fighting like Gunk Shot, Fire stab for Pyro Ball. If like Pyro Ball or like, yeah, I mean, there's no other like fire move they would give it. Like Blaze, maybe Blaze Kick, but I don't see Blaze Kick. Fighting move, I mean, I know it gets High Jump Kick, but the thing about High Jump Kick and the reason I don't think they're gonna give it High Jump Kick is if High Jump Kick misses or you use Protect or you have a Ghost type, is it will deal crash damage and it will take out some of its HP. And that, I think, is the problem, where it will basically just chunk itself out of existence. Like, people over-expected so much from Charizard. He's not Panic by no means, just not. Well, the thing is, we were not afraid of Charizard when we really should have been afraid of Charizard. Like, we should have been very much afraid of that thing, because we had no idea what that thing was going to be. We thought, oh yeah, Charizard's going to be easy. It's not going to have these great moves. Like, no. This thing is level 100. I mean, the other thing with the Charizard was I don't think most people anticipated it was going to be level 100. You know, we were going based off the assumption of it being like the other, like the level 6s, where it's going to be like maybe level 90, level 75. It wasn't, we didn't expect it to be level 100. And the other thing that we also didn't consider is, yeah, this thing is going to always be modest. It's always going to be this. It's going to actually have very good coverage. The other part is, like, we did not honestly expect Charizard to lead off with an Overheat, immediately follow up with Hurricane. You know, again, I mean, that was like the AI freaking cheats, is the way you can boil down the Charizard raids. And I don't really think that Cinderace is going to have anything close to that. But, again, it's going to come down to what moves they're going to give it. Oh, not where I was looking. Nobody was expecting an easy fight. Someone thought it could be OP, but ended up being a special attacker, not mixed physicals. I mean, I didn't expect physical on it. The main reason why is, like, Charizard's physical moves are not good. Like, even though it predominantly learns, like, a largely physical-based move pool, it doesn't have good physical moves. Like, a lot of its physical moves are fire moves, or, like, Dragon Claw. Oh, yeah, I mean, I was overconfident when it came to the Charizard. I thought this was going to be easy. I thought this was going to be a joke of a fight and we were going to steamroll Charizard. That thing rolled us. Like, that thing was terrifying. And I think people are going to be over-expecting Cinderace. Because the thing is, I mean, if Cinderace does not have Gunk Shot, I think these raids are going to be a joke. Like, if Cinderace has Gunk Shot, that will be problematic for us. But if it doesn't have Gunk Shot, it's a Zoom roll all over again. The main reason is, like, Gunk Shot will do a huge amount of damage to, even if it's not stab, because Libero will not activate. Yeah, Terra typing overrides Libero, it overrides Protean. So you will not have, you know, spontaneous change to poison type for Cinderace when it uses Gunk Shot. It will always be non-stab, but it is a 120 base power move. So, like, that definitely can do some damage. Back me up, but I nearly beat it solo, but wasn't expected when Team left bed. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think that we would need to plan for the needing to plan for the Gunk Shot contingency is important for Cinderace. Because, like, if it doesn't have that, I don't really see much of what it has that could be threatening. Because at then, okay, well, best it would have is, like, Acrobatics. You know, best it would have for threat is an Acrobatics. Which, I mean, yeah, Acrobatics would definitely do a lot of damage. I've seen, like, Bombardier in Tier 6 raids that do heck of a lot of damage with stab Acrobatics. The problem is, Cinderace doesn't have Acrobatic stab, so it wouldn't be as powerful. Poison types are strong, too. Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, the best option, if it was in the game, would actually be Galarian Slowpoke and Galarian Slowking, because they are Poison Psychic. So they would resist that. However, I think I have a plan. Like, I think, in this big brainy brain, I already know the perfect answer to all of our worries when it comes to Cinderace. I already think I know the perfect answer to it. It will be immune to fire. It will be immune to fighting. It will have psychic moves. And, I mean, it won't have stab on the psychic moves, but it will have psychic type moves. And it bodies. It is immune to fighting, it's immune to fire, resists poison. The only worry is going to actually be the acrobatics if it has acrobatics. I'm not going to say what my option is. I'm not going to say what the plan is. Because the plan is coming. Nope, it is not Dash Bun. Dash Bun is still weak to poison. Because the key hint is the resistance to poison. No, but Bronzong would not be a bad choice if it has Heat Proof. Provided it has Heat Proof, it would be okay, but it's still neutrally damaged by fire in that case, which is a problem. Yeah. Heat Proof is a great ability, I love it. It's one of those just absolutely amazing abilities. Okay, finally beat that thing. Good. Yep. Thank you for the offer, but no thank you, Taylor. I prefer to hunt my shinies and stuff myself. But yes, like, it's the plan. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the Charizard raids. You know, the only real issue I have with the Charizard raids was just the rewards were not as great as I would have liked. I mean, I would have, I mean, granted, I'm still in that thing of the way that the Dynamax raids for Sword and Shield were, where when you do those Dynamax raids, you always got, you know, this reward. You know, that's one of the things I loved those. Like, you know, the Apricorns for the Urshifu ones. You always get a full set of Apricorns. That was great. Yeah, if it's hacked, you should just release it, Evelyn. You should just release it then. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Because, like, I mean, mostly I'm hoping it's going to be better item drops. Because my thinking is they would have learned that the issue people have with the Charizard raids was that they were too hard for not enough rewards. Like, you can make battles like Charizard ridiculously hard. However, if the resultant rewards are of good enough incentive, we will gladly beat our faces into the ground against something that's almost impossible for that little bit of reward. Yeah, I would say you should release it if you suspect it's hacked. I would just play it safe and release it. That's my policy. Is if suspecting it's hacked, release. I mean, like if they made the Charizard raids that hard, but they always gave an ability patch, I don't think anyone would have any issues with those raids being as hard as they were. It's like, yeah, this is for an ability patch. This is worth it. But you know, for like I think it was like a 1% chance at an ability patch, I think is what it was. For that, I don't see that as worth it. I don't see that as worth it. Because, like, it's 1% chance for basically needing to RNG your way to winning. I'm only going to get Cinderace with the ability patch. We don't know what the rewards for Cinderace are yet. We do not know. However, I am expecting they will be of good quality just because I'm expecting they're going to be better quality items compared to the Charizard ones. Again, could be wrong, but I'm anticipating they will be slightly improved quality. Like if they make it, like if they're Urban Mystica drops, that's good. Like basically anything other than just a boatload of candy, I think that is the plan. Yeah, we don't know what the rewards for Cinderace are yet, but we should probably find it. What is my screenshot that alpha? Screenshot that and send it to me on Discord. I need to see that. That actually could be useful for an upcoming video I'm working on, the review. Yes, actually, speaking of the Scarlet Violet review, that is going... Okay, what is the difference between male and female? For what Pokemon? For what Pokemon? Because some Pokemon, there actually is a difference. But for some of them, the difference is, like, just not... It doesn't really matter. For some, it's, like, like, the male and female forms, the female form is rarer, but that's really it. There we go. This is going to be 102. No, there was no gender difference in Cinderace. Yeah, they've really not been doing too many gender differences for Pokemon as time's gone on. Like, and I'm okay with that, because, like, I don't really care much for them having the gender differences. But, you know, it's whatever. I mean, like, when they do a functionality difference, like, with Meowstic, where, like, yeah, male and female Meowstic are very, very different. In terms of, like, their move, in terms of their ability, they actually are quite different, even if their stats are the exact same. Their ability and learn sets are actually quite different. Or if it's, like, with Pyroar, where, you know, the male Pyroar have a bigger mane, because that's how actual lions are. Like, I like that. That's a little detail I really like. But if it's like, oh, the tusks on this Donphan are slightly larger, it's like, that's kind of lame. Like Meowstic was like, Meowstic is a... Your color looks a little different. You're probably not shiny, though. You know you're not shiny. I was like, your color looks a little off, but I just wanted to check to make sure. Pretty cool if Female Pheasant actually had, but cool too. Nah, they didn't. Like, shiny is like Unpheasant. Like, shiny male Unpheasant is great. Shiny male Unpheasant is absolutely fantastic. Like, there are some gender differences. Like, yeah, they're actually like quite good. I do like the way that they look, but the prominent ones really only came out after Gen 4. But yeah, again, like they don't really serve much of a purpose. They don't really serve as much of a purpose. Hey, Iced, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, Iced. Again, guys, don't forget to, share this out to your friends so they know what we're doing around here. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, Alpha, take a picture of that and send it to me on Discord. I need to see a picture of that, like, or a replay of that. Like, that is footage that I could definitely use for the video. Like, I would, if possible. Because that is a glitch I have not heard about. And that could be a very interesting segment for the video. Bum, 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 bum. Egg hatch. Foy. Hey, you only rotate it horizontally. You can't up and down vertical. Interesting. Even if you're not shiny. 3 more eggs. Do. There we go. We got 2 more eggs after this one, and then we're gonna go to the next set. There we go. Give me my egg shiny. I really do want to get my shiny Skeledirge. I hope I can get my shiny tonight. Mostly because if I do, then Dalton will kill me. But so like anyway. I'll like it anyway. I'll get into it before Dalton hunts me down. Because he doesn't know my address. Egg. Nope. No sparkles. No sparkles yet. No sparkles in this dojo. I would like my sparkly Fuecoco. I would like my next shiny Fuecoco. Thank you very much, game. Here we go. Okay. Wait. 7. Not sparkling. We're doing okay, though. Fine. Gotta move that little strip of paper. Release. Adamant Fuecoco, the exact opposite of... I mean, not really the exact opposite of what we need. We want modest, or... Well, not even want speed decreasing nature, so yeah, that wouldn't really be the opposite. Oh, release. I could see up special defense, down speed as a nature that's viable for it, because like it does not have great special. Thank you, Mars. Thank you, Mars. Can we please get some hype in the chat? Thank you very much for that super chat there, Ma. Thank you very, very much for that. That means the world. No. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's been a while since we've had a super chat last time. Very much been a while. You can tell how long it has been since like someone has done anything with that, because it always like takes a few frames to correct the text. It always takes a couple of frames. Shiny Jolteon is a pain in the spot. I don't know. I don't think Shiny Jolteon is that hard to spot. I don't think it's that hard to. I mean, if I can spot like Iron Treads shiny, cause like it's green. It's like a bright green, isn't it? But I mean, I guess the only place where Jolteon appears in the overworld is as like a Terra type thing, like a Terra battle. So I guess that would make it harder to spot. That would make it harder to spot then. Silva! Hello, Silva. Can we please get some love for Silva here? How is Silva? How is Silva? Is Silva good? I hope Silva is good. How are you doing, Silva? How is Silva doing? Aw, Knackly in the water. Reminds me of we do love Silva. Silva is great. Well, you can get the elect. Really? I thought that you could only find Jolteon via the terror spot. Interesting. Glad you're doing well. Glad you are doing well, Silva. Thank you, Alva. I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look after. We all love Silva. Silva is great. Sent. Oh. Thank you. Well, I think this... Is there a fifth one for the set? Is there a fifth one? I do prefer this method of just hatch and release. Even when this is not your spotlight to steal Veluza Fish, you still seem to feel the need to ruin everything, Veluza Fish. Out of my way, Veluza Fish. Out of my freaking way, you stupid fish. Leave me alone, Veluza Fish. Honestly, we basically need to just hop our way through Casseroya Lake. When it comes to the Veluza Fish, we basically just need to hop fly. I don't like it. I mean, I like Veluza. It amuses me. But it annoys me when I'm just trying to be hatching eggs just walking. It is the most infuriating thing. The Veluza Fish. The Veluza Fish. Fway. Fway-do-do. Love the fway. It's the fway to go. There's nothing I shouldn't... Veluza! I do like how there actually is a reflection in the water. It's so annoying. Yep. I mean, I'm surprised they were able to make something more infuriating than Sharpedo. I'm just impressed. I'm just impressed they made something more infuriating than Sharpedo. 'Cause, the thing with Sharpedo was loud, and even though it was, pretty fast, it was generally slow enough that you could just dodge to the side. You know, if you just dodge to the side at, the right timing, it wasn't a problem. Yeah, the game isn't glitchy. The funny thing is, the glitches in the game, they don't actually affect the gameplay. You know, outside of, that one, but I'll need to give that one a closer inspection. Because that could just be, it just graphically just replaced the model of Azumarill with, the other thing. So that could be actually a very simple solution for that. But yeah, the glitches in the game, they're really nothing more than just visual. And even then, they aren't really glitches. They're things that the game is struggling to render itself, because the rendering of this game, because the engine is not the greatest. You know, the engine is basically the game engine is not up to the task. You know, the game engine is what is largely problematic when it comes to the game, not the game itself. You know, it's weird to sort of explain it like that, but it is the thing. I mean, again, I'll need to take a look at it, and confirm with stuff online to see if this has happened before and what is the cause of it. But I will definitely look into this. This is interesting. This moves at replacement thing. I have not heard of the move replacement thing before. Away. Yeah, Sawsbuck is going to be a hard one to shine. Again, Sawsbuck is probably going to be on that list of the Masuda hunts that I'm have to do. But that is a list I am slowly working on accumulating. Maybe I had Koraidon name. That does not sound like... Yeah. The other thing is that I would also need to hunt for, it wouldn't just be Sawsbuck. It would also be that I have to hunt for, Deerling. And, that's... Again, I mean, I know that with the flower changes, it's yellow normally, and then it's pink on the shiny. I mean, again, it'll look if I can notice it from a distance. I mean, I'm pretty sure that when I get a look at it, up close and proper, it definitely will, pop out to me more. But I mean, we'll cross that bridge when the time comes. We'll cross that bridge when the time comes. So we can look for all. Okay. That's a good idea. Look for the spoons. Because, yeah, that is true. Yeah, like, they are location-based in the game. They are location-based. The thing is, like, they're just visual is the thing. Like, that's, like, the glitches in the game, they are purely visual. They don't actually affect gameplay. You know, it's not like in other games where the AI is broken, like Aliens Colonial Marines. It's not spontaneous corruption of save data. It's not falling through random floors because reasons. It's just visual, and it's very amusing, I would say. Because the game crashing, that was not really a glitch. That was a data thing. That was the memory leak, which was a bit of a... The memory leak is a whole giant thing in and of itself. That's basically just the game going down a rabbit hole of creating too many variables, where basically it creates more variables than it deletes, leading to a clogging up of the RAM, thus increasing loading times, thus leading to the crashes because the RAM was clogged up, and it basically just couldn't load things fast enough, which is why, like, you needed to do stuff. Yeah, it's not like that where you just spontaneous data loss. Like, it's not spontaneous data loss. Like, the funniest thing is that Scarlet and Violet is far from the glitchiest Pokemon game that we have ever had. Like, if people are going to say that this is the glitchiest Pokemon game we've ever had, I point you to Gen 1. Like, I point you in the general direction of Generation 1 Kanto. To phrase how glitchy and broken Gen 1 Kanto was, they had to release Blue version as a fixed version of Green and Red because Green and Red had so many bugs and glitches. It was almost unplayable. Like, it was pretty much unplayable. Like, there were so many game-breaking glitches in that game. Like, comparing the glitches in this game to the glitches in those games, it's night and day. Like, you're comparing a glitch infestation, which makes the game unplayable, to a single frame of a mountain disappearing and then reappearing the next frame. There is absolutely no comparison between the two of them. Do I find 30 shinies or... I said that's up to you. I would say your shiny quest for however many shinies is up to you. Because I know my goal is to get around 60 shinies by the end of the month. You know, I want to get 60 shinies by month's end. That is the goal. We're probably gonna pass that. It depends on the shiny hunting method. I mean, if we're doing like Masuda, we're probably gonna. Yeah, if we're doing Masuda, we're definitely not gonna hit that mark. But I am gonna intermix Masuda with other stuff, you know. I am thinking for our next hunts, when we finish Masuda for SKELEDIRGE, we are going to probably go over to the Scarlet Paradoxes. Yeah, I'm probably going to be streaming on Christmas, probably like later in the day. But, yeah, I will probably be streaming on Christmas. Depending on if we are watching Die Hard or not. It really comes down to Die Hard or not. $500 more into that. If it was 500 until then, I would be scared. Because we had 1,550 when I woke up. That would be a massive purge if we had that happen. And don't scare me like that. Don't scare me like that, Alpha. Yes, I mean the drinking again. The drinking stream will happen if we get to 1,600. The drinking stream. No, the drinking stream would probably be Breath of the Wild. Like, the drinking stream, if anything, would likely be Breath of the Wild or Splatoon. Like, salmon run while drunk. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be drunk. It would be, like, you know, buzzed. Because, like, there are different levels of drinking. There is, you know, there's buzzed, which is, you know, a little more giggly, a little more animated. Drunk is, you know, drunk is, you know, drunk. And then there is hammered, which is just blackout drunk. So, like, there's multiple levels with vague, you know, crossover areas. But yeah, we know. All right, it is dinner, so I'll be back in like maybe 10 minutes. Maybe less. It is chicken for dinner. But yes, I'll be back in a bit. we go. We are back. Debut the battle. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's one of the reasons like I compulsively save. Like oh, that's. I mean, the other thing also is like extended play sessions do result in a lot of crashes. Like, I generally like restart my game every. Every 4 hours, I pretty much restart my game because the memory leak. I'm good to be back. Good to be back. But yeah, I restart my game every 3-4 hours. Because specifically for that exact thing happening, is caused by just extended play sessions. I mean that happens in most games in general. Yeah, you play too long and then there will be a crash. There will be crashes if you play for too long without restarting, without giving the game a break. That's actually the reason why the Panic Blood Moon exists in Breath of the Wild, where if you have been playing for too long, it will, every 3 hours, it will initiate a Blood Moon. It will always initiate a Blood Moon after every 3-hour play sessions, because it needs to basically clear out the game's the RAM, which is a brilliant system. And I mean, it's one of the reasons why this game does have crash issues that, of course, Breath of the Wild doesn't have, because Breath of the Wild has a way of clearing out the memory, so that way it doesn't become a problem. Focus on Wobbuffet. No, it can't defeat Naruto. Because Shadow clones. Because Shadow clones. He can use one clone to break the sash, and then the Rio one can go kill it. He doesn't need. He doesn't need to fight it because he got the Shadow clones. Honestly, Shadow clone is probably one of the most broken abilities. Yeah, they actually are physical clones that he can interact with and do things with. That's absolutely smart. No, your bill is pink if you're shiny. No! It is a little Tommy! It is a little Dragon Dance Noodle Tommy. It is a little Tommy Dragonite. We love little Tommy Dratini. We love Dratini. It's adorable. Dratini is highly adorable. Yeah, but he can do. The thing is, the Shadow clones are physical clones. The Shadow clones can hit things. The Shadow clones can punch things. So you can have a Shadow clone punch him. So you can just have the Shadow clone break the sash, and then he can go for the fight later, after the sash is broken. So there go, Naruto still wins. So Naruto still wins. Though nothing can beat a stand, though, in JoJo, because only a stand can beat another stand in JoJo. That's got to be the most terrifying thing in the entire JoJo series, is only stands can harm other stands. So if you have a stand, you're just basically default invincible until you encounter another person with a stand. That's absolutely genius. That's absolutely terrifying, and I love it. What is Moth? What Moth? What is seriously Moth? Oh my gosh, freaking Dreepy, screw off. This is one of the things I hate about the Pokemon still being able to walk around in the background, but it means that I don't lose shinies if they spawn in the overworld while I'm in a battle, because they just do that. Stands. Yeah. Stands are awesome. I have enjoyed JoJo's Bizarre Adventures a lot more than I anticipated I would, because it's very entertaining. I'm very much enjoying that series. Jotaro is, highlight. Jotaro is peak JoJo so far. Well, I mean, I had a lot of just generalized apathy for it from, seeing all the memes, but I was like, okay, I'll give this thing a chance. It was I heard a lot of memes about it, okay, I'm not gonna look at this thing. Then, a friend of mine who knows me very, very well and knows, this is the kind of series that he likes, And, like, if they say, you know, I recommend this series to you, pretty much all the time, they are 100% on the, like, I will enjoy the show. And they told me to, you know, they recommended me JoJo. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch that. Then, another friend recommended me JoJo. Then, it was like the content creator, like, okay, the content creators, they know JoJo stuff. I will watch JoJo if only to have common ground for talking with them on. So, like, there is, like, a common ground to, like, establish things with. So, you know, we can get, like, some common interests. And I can, like, talk to them about that. I was like, and I'm actually just enjoying the show. It's like, yeah, it's really good. I'm very much enjoying it. So you haven't... Yeah, like, I honestly, like, part 3 is, with Jotaro, is, like, the best, though. Favorite Pokemon moment, too, I think. Don't remember... Really? Really? When was that? What point was that in? I don't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it happened. One of the jokes a friend of mine told me was, wait, Marshadow's a ghost fighting type. It's a punchy ghost. That means it's a stand. Like, oh my gosh, please no. Honestly, Marshadow is one of those Pokemon that I am so glad was a mythical, because fighting Ghost is a horrifying type combination. And then Annihilate existed. And then Annihilate existed. Oh boy. That's not fun. Like, Annihilate scares me competitively. Because, like, it has Defiant, which, you know, Intimidate will obviously make terrifying. Diamond is Unbreakable, or Charge Crusader. Someone was playing a Game Boy. I will need to look at that. I will need to look at that. Oh yeah, right, Toad School. Toad School. I love how Toad School doesn't walk, it just like hops. It just pogo sticks around. It's so good. Like, I've told before, like, this is the reason why I do not look up leaks. This is the story a friend of mine told me. They said, if I had seen Toadstool and Toadstool in a leak, I would have hated it. But because he saw it organically in-game, he absolutely loved that thing, and it's like, yes. This is why, like, I don't do anything with leaks, because you don't get those organic discoveries. Where, like, things where, like, just seeing a thing naturally be shown to you makes it more entertaining. Like, that is the peak. That is peak content. Honestly, we may not even get through all these eggs tonight. Like, we may not get through all of these eggs tonight, because we've only gotten through about, like, 150 or something eggs per sitting. I'm gonna try to get to maybe 200 today. I don't think we're gonna get 300. I do not expect 300 eggs. That's gonna be a lot. Because that would, yeah, 300 eggs would be about a 6-hour stream. We might go maybe 4 and some change. Right? Was regular Pokemon also like, cool, finally, doubt Pokemon. I have no idea what I mean, I just stay away from leaks in general. I just actively avoid them like the plague. You know, I always avoid them. Wait. Because it's like, I want to discover on my own for the things. I want to discover the things on my own. And, I have respect for a friend of mine, that same friend that went into the game blind about, like, Toadstool and everything. He is playing the game blind. He's still got 4 Pokemon he's left to evolve. He's on the right track with one of them. Like, he's like, you know, yeah. There's something about, Primeape needs to use a certain move to evolve. The thing is, like, he is so close to figuring out what he has to do for Annihilate. The thing is, he will not get it because he tests it. He tests it, uses candy, like, he will use it on something, test it, okay, it didn't evolve with a level up, okay, restart the game, like, turn on off, and, it's like, okay, it didn't log the use of Rage Fist, because he just turned the game on and off again, because he doesn't want to lose his candy, and I'm like, you might not want to do that. Like, I wanted to say, you do know how you get weirder, right? You need to use a move a certain number of times and then level it up. I didn't want to. He doesn't want hints. He wants to figure it out himself, and it's like, you're making this a very. I just said is, maybe you don't do that. And like we're all saying, like, there is no way he is gonna figure out Palafin. We know for absolute certainty he will not figure Palafin's evolution out. Because he does not play in Union Circles. It's like, he will never figure this out. And, like, I respect this guy, because what he is doing is, even if he encounters the Pokemon in a raid, even if he gets a Palafin raid, he will not catch the Palafin. Because we did a Palmet raid yesterday with a friend of mine, because it gave out like a lot of ability patches, and we invited him to do a couple of them, because he just turned the game off and just reset the things so we could do it like 5 times. And he said, no, I haven't figured out how to evolve this thing yet. I will not catch this thing until I figure out how to evolve Palmo into Palmet. And I'm just like, I respect the dedication, but my freaking god, you're insane. Like, you are not gonna figure out how to evolve these things. Like, I mean, the thing is, he evolved Bramblin and he evolved Relore. He got Bramblegast, and he got, Rabaska, I think is whatever its name is. I don't know what Relore's evolved form is. But, like, yeah, he has not... you're more pink. Yeah, it's more pink when it's shiny. Like, yeah, I respect that level of dedication. Like, I respect it. Like, because he still needs to evolve King Gambit. He still needs to evolve Palafin. He still needs to evolve Comet. And he still needs to evolve Annihilate. What the... Whoa. What the frick was that? Did I just drive, like, under the water? Well, that didn't happen that time. That was weird. That was weird. It's fine anyway. Look, it is very fun. It is very, very fun to watch. Like, just him, like, flail about trying to figure out the way. Like, we were in VC yesterday. And I was like, okay, what are your hypotheses for potential ways of evolving stuff? And it's like, yeah, like, hearing is, like, he's on the right track for a couple things. Like, he is on the right track when it comes to several of them. He is nowhere close to, okay, he's a little close with King Gambit. He's a little bit, like, he is, like, oh yeah, something like, maybe, like, fight Bisharp, like fight a group of Poniard. So, like, he is on the right track to an extent for certain things. And, like, that's, like, the most important thing. Like, yes, he's slightly on the right track. And, once Game Freak fixes, I'm really realize. The problem is that the issues in the game, they're all cosmetic, and if you cannot see past the glitches being purely visual in this game, and this game having a single frame issue very occasionally, you're thoughts for a game are going to basically not really be relevant, because like, you are basically saying this one frame issue takes away from everything else in the game. It's like, that is so completely narrow-minded. Your head needs to come out of your ass. Like, the only glitch that I would say, like, is warranted to be problematic is the very, 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 very rare sandwich face freeze one, where, like, it will freeze the animations. The thing is, that wasn't a glitch. The game crashing was not a glitch. That was basically due to extended play sessions crowding the game's RAM. You know, that's not really a glitch, because that's a memory leak. That's fundamentally a bit different. Yeah, that isn't really a glitch. That's a whole other sort of thing. It's the memory leak. But yeah, it's like this game's ugly is skin deep. Yeah, this game's ugly is skin deep. If you go past the bare minimum, insignificant little veneer that is those minor nitpicks, this game delivers on all accounts. Like, this game delivers on all accounts what people have been wanting, and if people cannot see that, I'm sorry, you need to pull your head out of your ass. Like, people have been wanting a lore-focused game. Okay, this game actually has a lot of lore. People have been wanting a game that is open world, that you have free range for things. People have been wanting a game where there is a story focus. They have that here. Like, this game, like, you know, it's not the most difficult, super hardest Pokemon game. Pokemon games are not hard. It's like, it's like looking for a plot in an action movie. It's nice to have, but it's not nice because it's a game for kids. Like, it is a game for kids. Which, that is always my favorite thing, is, like, people don't realize that these are kids' games. Yeah, like, it amuses, I mean, that's one of those things that does happen when, like, almost, like, all of the creators for Pokemon, they are exclusively, like, you know, my age demographic and older, so, like, most people that people are conversing with about these games, they are the older audiences. But it gives that, like, false impression that, like, the audience for these games are older players, when we are, like, not even, like, 5% probably of the total audience for the game. The vast majority of players of this game are still kids. And I still find that hilarious that as people don't really remember that this is a kid's game. And that this is a game that kids play far more than adults do. Yeah, I just find it amusing. Like, I really just find it funny. Egg. Veluza, you can screw off. Veluza, you can screw off, you stupid torpedo fish. But yeah, also Soapbox, Rant, over. Rant to Obar. The Veluza fish. Fish. The Veluza fish. Now, I'm probably going to be doing this when it comes to being on the water, purely so I don't have to deal with the Veluza fish just torpedoing our faces anymore. Also, I love how we're actually underwater with this egg. Underwater with Coco. Yeah, stop spazzing out, Veluza. Stop spazzing out. You're being annoying. Oh, frick off. This is why we need some sort of invincibility frames. This is why we need some sort of invincibility frames whenever we're doing this. So that way Veluza can't freaking toaster our faces in, because Veluza would be annoying. There we go. And we go. Random and shiny. Alex, we've been over this many times. Yes, we are going to be shiny hunting Cloth. We are going for a living shiny dex. The goal is to shiny hunt everything. So yeah, so we will be going for Cloth. We've been over this with the entire series of the shiny living decks. That is the entire premise of what we are doing. There we go. Yep. A few more eggs. And then, there we go. It's gonna hatch. Cloth amuses me. Cloth amuses me. Huh. Also, again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already. Thank you very much. You know, and share this out to your friends so they know what we do in here. Oh, there we go. Egg hatching. Hey, Onion, how you doing? Come on, mods, please go grab Onion's link. How are you doing? Yeah, I think we're probably only going to get to around maybe 200 eggs, then we're going to end off for the night. I think we're going to end off at around 200 eggs tonight. I did not get a very good night's sleep. I did not get a good night's sleep, so I would at least like to probably end off a bit early for, you know, get some sleep. At least. But how are you doing? Yeah, so we have... Also, we have 2 more boxes, and then we're going to be ending off for tonight. Okay, that's pretty good. So 2 more boxes should be... Okay, 2 more boxes. That should be maybe another hour or so? Okay. Sleep. Yep, sleep. Sleep is a thing. Sleep is a thing. But yeah. So Titan, Titan is gonna be next. I love shiny Titan. Oh, Grievard. I like Grievard. I just hate where it spawns because you can't see it. It's very, very hard to see. Don't like Houndstone you can very easily see because like the thing is gigantic, but like, I like Grievard as a Pokemon. I just don't like that I keep running into it constantly when I'm just trying to walk. So the other one, I don't think we're not gonna get another phase today, so I don't think we're gonna be making progress in the shiny living decks today. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Yeah, the egg should be hatching soon. Yep. What did I say? They should be hatching soon. Wish I could enjoy. But I haven't slept. You should go to sleep right now, Onion. Leave the stream and go sleep. Leave the stream and go sleep now, Onion. Sleep is important. Sleep is very important. You need to sleep. Egg. I offer you an egg in these trying times. Coco is a good boy. But Coco is good boy. Yeah, I think this might be... Have a good night. Have a good night. I think this might be our first shiny-less stream of Scarlet Violet. Since dedicated shiny hunting, I think this may be our first shiny-less stream. No, it's the paper moving. Okay. Oh, Onion's just gonna be going to bed. Because they need to sleep. Sleep is important. Sleep is important. Right, let me go rotate. What is that? What's that glowy thing over there? Oh, Pincurchin, right. That is a Pincurchin up there. There's always a static Pincurchin that spawns there. Well, sleep is very important. Sleep is important. Very, very important. What the frick? Oh, Golduck. Golduck, you can hack off. You can actually hack off Golduck. Yeah, all we need to do is just give a few more steps. We will hatch this egg. And then we can move on to the next batch. There we go. 7. But yeah, I got a plan. I have a plan. It definitely is better to be releasing them this way. You know, this releasing them as we are accumulating them is definitely the play. So, yes. That is very much the play. I don't have a plan set right now, because I need to do a bit more research into what Cinderace's moveset, like what its move access is. But right now the plan is the same as the Charizard one, it's just Azumarill. The plan right now is really just Azumarill. It does get Gunk Shot, which is a little problematic. But that is a bridge I will cross. I mean, there is another plan. You know, there are 2 options I have. The 2 options I am planning on right now. And provided it doesn't get Sucker Punch, the other option may be the play. The non-Azumarill face. Azuma faces. The non-Azumarill one may actually be the play. Depending on the overall scenarios. Oh, damn. My lip just split. Well, I need chapstick again. Okay, that's not fun. That's like that is the worst part about streaming, and also like streaming while it is winter out, is your lips get very chapped very easily. But like you're talking more, so like more air is leaving your mouth, it's drying your lips out more, and then of course this time of year dries your lips out normally anyway. So like you dries out your lips a lot more. Not fun. There we go. Egg. It is egg. The first Titan Scarlet is literally a giant enemy crab. I'm sorry, please explain that, Alex. Please explain that. Because that sounds like it is a meme. But, like, I need context for that. I need context. This should be the last one of this set. That should be 52 right now. I like Claw. Oh no, okay, there's one more. I like Titan Claw. Like, I like how you can catch the. I like how you can catch. I like how you can go and actually catch the Titans. That is one of my favorite things. Wow. It is reference to Genji 2, or more specifically the reveal. So, yeah, I have no idea what any of that means. I have absolutely no idea what any of that is. So you're gonna need to probably context. Even more context. Really? Okay, that's gonna go into the... Okay, so that is definitely going into the analysis thing for it. Where's my pencil? It's pencil. Alright, that's getting noted. Okay, good. So that, I mean, that means that they already listened to people that we hated the Charizard raid rewards, that they just didn't give out good enough rewards. So they're already fixing that. Good. Yeah, we've gotten through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we haven't even done, like, half of the eggs yet that I had prepared. The ability patch. That's getting noted. That is getting noted. Oh, if you beat... Oh. That's lame. That is lame. Like, if it was, like, always getting ability, that would be good. Like, if it was permanently all ability patches, that would be good. Because that's what people want. Like, these special raids should give out more rewards than the regular raids. Because, like, this is what people do is they will go and they will, like, find a raid that is easy to beat, that is, like, tier 5 or tier 6. And they will save and just keep resetting it to get people to have other ability patches so that they just trade over to them. Here's a giant enemy crab. In Japanese history, and one of the selling points is battles in game, actual battles in history. So there actually were giant crabs in Japan that people fought with. That's kind of awesome. Also, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already. Thank you for doing that. Well, I mean, here's the good... I mean, at least the good thing about me potentially not getting my third shiny Fuecoco tonight. It means Dalton isn't going to kill me. So, I don't have to sleep it with one eye open from a Dratini. I'll get the ability pad. Delibird event? Totally just Sony being dumb. I mean, Sony amuses. So Sony is decent at amusing. You know, so Sony at least does amusing job at things. All right, I will look into that. Oh yeah, right. There should be like a. I mean, they're probably gonna like shiny Delibird. Probably like shiny Delibird things. Yeah, I'm wondering what they're gonna do for other events though. Because like. I mean, I hope that what they do is I hope that they do a frick off Veluza. Like, I hope at some point they do like an Apricorn Ball event where you get like Beast Ball and stuff like that. But I don't think they ever will do that. But then again, since there is no Pokeball crafting in this game yet, potentially, I mean, potentially DLC could add that. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Okay, we'll take this up to 7. Because I think we're probably done with this batch. Well, I mean, we'll be done with this batch soon anyway, so there's that. Boy. Yep. That was the 5th one anyway. But yeah, this is definitely the way to do it, is to release eggs, to release the hatched ones as you get them. It is very much the play. Release. There we go. There we go. Very good. Now, we just have to get out of Lake Casaroya. Just get out of Lake Casaroya. I'm pretty sure if you fly and if you are climbing walls, you do not get steps added. So if you're in the air, you do not get steps counted. I'm fairly certain that is how it works. Yeah, it's a 5-star Terry Pokemon have typically. I don't know, but I think based on what Sword and Shield had, it was something like 25% chance. But they might have bumped it up for this game. I actually don't know that off the top of my head, I will be honest. I'm honestly, like, really hoping that I get through even one of these days. Like, I'm getting tired right now. Like, I am actually a lot more tired right now than I would really like to be. So we may be ending off a bit earlier than I would like to normally. I don't like ending off earlier than I would like to end off. We might finish off this box and then go on a raid. Wow. I mean, we're gonna get what? Half of the egg. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I think I need two. Based on the similar on both brothers master Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it's just I'm more tired than I thought I was going to be, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. 'Cause like, I shoveled the driveway earlier in the week, and I was perfectly alert and even streamed far longer than normal. Are they just called? Is the reason just because they wanted something that wasn't humans to fight? No, chair, I have not. No, chair, I have not. Way. The way to go. It is the way to go. I just want my shiny Fuecoco. Like, if I get my shiny Fuecoco, we will hatch all of the rest of these eggs if we get our shiny Fuecoco tonight. Like, that is a promise. If we get our shiny Fuecoco in these next, like, 2 things of eggs, we'll hatch the rest of these eggs. In the next 10 eggs, if we get our shiny, I will hatch the remainder of these eggs. Go. Up to 62 eggs. Fuecoco. It is the way to go. Little Fuecoco. Boxes. Sassy. Okay, that's the one that is minus speed ups, physical special defense. Okay, that's the right. That was the nature. Yeah, we'll hatch these eggs, and I'll see how I'm feeling. We might keep going for longer. Not a fan. What? Oh, it's a Ditto. Okay. Okay, with a Ditto. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's good. This is good, though. Hello, Drogain. How are you doing? How are you doing, Drogain? Shadow Desert. Why does Fuecoco have no good speed? The reason why is that is deliberate. That is very deliberate. Fuecoco has very, very low base speed, and I am building these Fuecoco so that if I get a shiny, it will be Trick Room viable. So that way I'll be able to use it in Trick Room competitive teams, where you want your speed to be at the absolute minimum. That's basically the reason. Is for that. But yeah. Yeah, that's the entire reason for it. Is because I would specifically like to have them be Trick Room viable. The reason why is that there's a specific item that will force the IVs to be 0. I hatched one Fuecoco that had a 0 speed IV, and then I used that one for breeding all the successive Fuecoco, so that way every single Fuecoco will have a 0 speed IV. It was deliberate. It was a deliberate thing that I did. Yes, it was a deliberate choice for that. I mean, that's just the way that all these things are when it comes to the overworld stuff, and it's one of the reasons I don't like that stuff in the overworld is still able to interact with you. But I get why they have it that way. Like, I mean, that they still, like, run into you. But yeah, it is a nitpick is all it is, really. But it's a nitpick. It's a nitpick is really all it is. But yeah. But yeah, it's going okay. Dude, this should be one of our final ones for this set of eggs. But yeah, we'll keep going to see. We'll keep going to see how many like we can go. Cause I kind of want to hatch a bunch more eggs. But also again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already. It's very good. But yeah. But yes. But yeah, I got a plan. Hey, you got your shiny back. Nice, Ma. You deserve that reclaimed shiny. You deserve that reclaimed shiny. There we go. 7. Yeah, I think that we're going to be ending off after this last batch of eggs. Yeah, we are going to be ending off after this. I'm just too tired right now. I mean, the good thing is hopefully it's going to be a very good night's sleep if I am that tired. So there is that. Yeah, I will be. I'll just be going to sleep. So yeah. Which means I do need to go find someone to go and raid. Which means I need to find a third person to go raid. So that's something. But yes. Who will we be raiding? Ooh, okay, we might do that. That might be who we go. Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah, we'll go raid them. Ah, yes. Yeah, sleep is good. It is important to sleep. It is very important to sleep. But yeah, okay. But yeah. But yeah, I think this will be okay. It should be good. Yeah, I know who we're gonna go raid. I know who we are going to raid. We're gonna raid someone we have not raided, and we haven't raided them in a while. But yeah, Fway. I love Fway. It is the way to go. But yeah. Where else? Fway. It's a fway. Yeah. And we're gonna raid. And I get 2 more. 2 more eggs. There we go. Okay, so how is everyone doing today? And again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. 1 more egg, and then we will be going on a raid. So, yes. That should be the last one. This should be the last one we have right now. So, I will get our raid link ready. I mean, we've been having very, very good luck with our shinies lately. Yeah, first non-shiny stream in a while. But, like, you also gotta remember, this is, you know, we're not doing, we're doing the pseudo method. We are not doing, you know, the methods that typically do get us a lot of shinies very quickly and easily. So, it does make sense. So yeah, we are gonna go and raid Totodile Tails. Actually, no, they're doing like trades and stuff, right? Yeah, they're doing like trades. That's okay. I was thinking like I was debating raiding Triv or debating raiding Totodile Tails, but looks like they're trading right. They look like they're doing trades on Totodile. So like we're gonna go raid Triv. We're gonna go raid Triv because he's shiny hunting. It looks like Scarlet is doing like trading and stuff. So see you guys over at Trev. See you guys next time. It's Swag and Rolla, and I'm gonna go take a nap because I am absolutely clocked out of everything right now. Again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. See you guys next time.